How AI can help you think better. The first thing to understand is that artificial intelligence, maybe you're using ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and I think that you should use all of them so that you get a flavor of all different platforms. So when you use AI, you have to understand that AI, or the effective way of using AI, does not replace your thinking. It exposes weak thinking. When AI asks better questions, your ideas become clearer. So let AI ask you questions, let it guide you, and that way you will be able to come up with better output. And you'll also add authenticity and personalize human touch in your AI workflow and use case. Then most people think in circles. AI forces you to structure your thoughts logically, and it is one of the most powerful assistant which is available to you 24/7. So, and I think AI literacy is one of the things that you should be focusing on in this age. Now, your brain is good at coming up with ideas, but very bad at organizing ideas. AI turns chaotic thoughts into structured framework. So, what you can do is, I have got a prompt which you can use for generating and brainstorming and powerful communication in one topic. And the first thing that it will ask is to jot down and speak or type all the ideas that you have got. Then it will give you other direction and other prompts to see if you have got any other thing left related to certain topic. And then what the AI will do is that it will organize your thoughts into a structured framework, and it will give you an output which has clarity, which has got useful, usable insights. The fourth thing is thinking improves when ideas are challenged. AI can instantly play devil's advocate. That is a great blessing. If you have a devil's advocate who sharpens and clarifies and refines your thinking, then why not use it? You just type in the prompt that act as devil's advocate and tell me where may I be going wrong and what are the loopholes and gaps in my thinking, and help me navigate them and fill those weak links in my thinking. So yeah, AI improves your thinking by challenging it. Then again, most people stop at the first ideas. AI pushes you to explore 10 or 20 variations quickly. So what happens is that, for example, you're coming up with one of the business ideas, and you may think that your ideas is one of the best, but you don't need to think further. But AI can come up with better ideas, and it can give you better context, and it can guide you. Of course, the decision is yours. You cannot outsource decision making. You cannot give the responsibility of making decisions to someone else. And if you do that, then that is not the right use case of AI. The sixth point is clarity comes from externalizing your thoughts. AI becomes a thinking mirror. When you discuss, when you speak, when you have an interaction with AI, by either by typing or voice or anything, I would personally recommend speaking into AI. That is how it reflects your thinking, and that is how you're able to sharpen and refine and crystallize and foolproof your thinking. So when you externalize it, when you speak into it, it reflects back to you all the gap holes and the loopholes and everything. Your brain forgets connections between ideas. AI helps you connect patterns and insights. One of the best examples is that AI is basically a large language models which runs algorithms, and it works through all the data that it has, and it works through your data and the things that you have in the history with those chats and those bots and those platforms, and then it organizes your patterns and insights, which is actually one of the very deep use cases of AI, and if you're able to uh, take benefit from it, it can be life changing. Most people think alone. AI acts like 24/7 thinking partner. So it can give you multiple perspective, multiple outcomes down the line. And yeah, it can do great things for you. Ninth is speed improves thinking quality. AI lets you iterate ideas rapidly. It can show you flaws, your weak links, loopholes, and then it can on its own generate ideas to fill those gaps. The smartest people in the future won't think alone. They will think with AI, and that future is now. If you're not using AI in your work, you should start right now. And if you want an orientation guide of how to start using AI, if you're a professional, if you're a student, if you're an entrepreneur, let me know in the comment section below. I will give you some guides which will help you start immediately and make AI part of your life. You understand that AI is not something external of you. You have to internalize it, you have to integrate into your life, and you have to make it your partner. And again, yesterday I told in one of the videos that if you can't do something without AI, you should not be doing it with AI. Only if you can do something without AI, you have the knowledge, you know the basics, you know the fundamentals, then you use AI to amplify, sharpen, and refine your thinking, not the other way around. Because if you use it without having expertise in that subject area, then you will not know the mistakes that AI generates and which it often generates. So use AI responsibility, smartly, and wisely.